Hello Internet, King and Blue here. I just finished recording the first mission. I thought, I got some time, I'll record the second one, and I'll talk a little bit about what I was talking about here with her HT, her handy talkie. Some of you in the other video don't know how I'm going to get these, when these might have said, no, that's a walkie-talkie. Let me just grab my my handy talkie. I'm a ham radio operator. Mine actually, even though it's a cheap Baofeng, hashtag not sponsored, could be sponsored, willing to be sponsored. Just saying. Mine actually has a full keypad, and if I power it up,
frequency mode,
you can see some of the frequencies that I commonly use. And it's got a lot of cool things. This is actually a 2-band one. 4 watts, 2 meter and 70 centimeter. This weekend, this is May 26th. On June 1st, I'm actually headed out to CPAC, which is a big ham convention out in Seaside, Oregon, the state I live in. Cool stuff. Hers doesn't look nearly as cool as mine. Also, that's like a 70 centimeter antenna. I got a full... what is that, quarter wavelength? That might be a half wavelength antenna there. That's a rubber ducky. That's not a great antenna, but because science fiction, because fantasy, that can talk to space, or perhaps even another planet. Because fantasy. Reality is, you'd have to have a really big power pack on that to get to space. That'd need to be like 20 watts. All right. So it's good to see you, Kyle. Good job on Operation Skyhook. The rebels were very impressed. Now it's back to mission hopping, just like the old days. I'll try not to nerd out too much on like ham radio stuff or other stuff that doesn't really pertain to the game, but it's hard because ham radio is cool. Get your ticket, get your license. It's cheap. $15 for the test. $30 if you go to a cram session. $15 for the cram session, and then $15 for the test. 99% pass rate. It's worth it. That gets you your technician. Anyway, there's the power generator. We're just going to jump in. Switch back to my blaster pistol. And we're going to get rolling here. So, some of you are probably wondering, why do blaster bolts explode? It's because it's a plasma weapon. It's not a laser weapon. Now, it might be laser heated, but it's a plasma weapon. All right, I stopped. What now? Okay, not going to answer. I'm just going to keep going. They're plasma based. That's why Tabana gas that's mined on Bespin is so important. Tabana gas is what is used to create the blaster bolts. Which is why they explode when they impact. Now there's 2 guys over here that I don't want to backdoor me when I'm not looking. So blasters are plasma. They're not laser weapons. A laser, it's a continuous beam. The idea of a pulse laser means you're just turning it off and on really quick, which there would be no travel time. Well, I mean, there is travel time. It's the speed of light, 3 times 10 to the 8th meters per second. It's not, I'm going to shoot that stormtrooper over there. Yeah, I know, that tiny block of pixels over there is a stormtrooper. Weird, huh? I'm going to abuse the auto-aim functionality and shoot down at a like a 40 degree angle right out of my gun. Okay, there's no one. Oh. There was a guy just walked through there. He's coming out over here. So yeah, the auto aim in this is very generous. Come on. The auto aim in this game is incredibly generous. As you probably saw there on several occasions, like a 45 or greater degree. So like the gun's aiming here, but it's shooting like this. Which, I mean, yeah, if you stick a prism in the end, you could angle the prism and cause the... Oh, there's a dude there. A couple dudes. Back in the 90s, we were really good at spotting clumps of pixels and going, oh, that's one of these. You could put a prism at the end, and you could shoot a laser through the prism, but plasma doesn't travel like a laser because it's superheated gas. Generally, with a blaster, is more likely is it's using a laser to superheat a gas, like hydrogen, or in this case, well, Tabana. Real world, Tabana gas doesn't exist. So you would use some form of gas that could be heated to a high enough energy to enter a highly energized state, plasma, and then you would need to find a way to project it. Ideally, you'd probably use some kind of magnetic field to project it. Or perhaps there's other ways, slingshot methods. I don't know. I'm no expert on plasmas. I'm going to go ahead and cheese a couple enemies here. So, I mean, that's why they explode when they hit, and it's also why they have a travel time. Plasmas are only going to move at sub-light speeds. Because, well, only photons and not neutrinos, tachyons can move at speeds outside of that. So, if that's the... Whoa. Where'd you come from? So... Because plasmas are a gas, they can move only at the speed that gas can go through in basically a terminal velocity, a maximum speed in there's a maximum speed that they can travel at, and that's determined by the particular medium that they're in. And what gas it is, how hot it is, and, little details like that will determine how fast a blaster bolt can go. So science talk, I guess. That's not to say that it's not going to move incredibly fast. Shooting through a doorway at slightly different colored moving pixels. So enemies can't see in the dark. That's why they shoot terribly. If anyone knows how fast a blaster would theoretically fire as a plasma gun, feel free to drop that down in the comments, because I am actually incredibly interested in that sort of information. The real science behind Star Wars. I mean, we already know that lightsabers don't work. You can't form a coherent beam of light that is also solid. Hard light just doesn't work. Photons are basically massless. At least I think they're basically massless. I want to say they have, like, virtually no mass. Or maybe they have no mass. I'm no physicist, so I don't know the exact mass of a photon. I've watched a lot of science videos, though, so I have a good idea about the mass of these things. All right, we've turned the power back on. Also, blasters being a plasma explains why Stormtrooper armor doesn't do a lot to them. Because plasmas are used in cutting. Hence the term plasma cutter in plasma cutting in welding and fabrication. I forgot to push the button. I'm too busy talking about cool science-y Star Wars stuff. There we go. So the idea that everyone's carrying a plasma pistol, basically, that's kind of cool. But again, we're talking fantasy, which is why why we can have light formed into... Come on. Stormtrooper should be coming here any second now. He was all the way over there. Okay. Well, now he's stuck there. Now, there's two ways I can go. I can go through, well, three ways. I can climb up there. I can go through there. I like going through the hole in the wall. How did you see me? Oh, that's how. Didn't realize he was standing right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut through here. And slog through some water. The first time I played this game, I did not want to get in the water because in Doom, this sort of stuff is what kills you. Go ahead and try and deal with the guys up. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Oh, whoa, I gotta deal with the guys down here. Stop walking so I can shoot you. Also, blaster damage in this game falls off with distance, again giving credence to blasters or plasma weapons. But back when this game came out, we still called them laser weapons. Like, you know, lightsabers were laser swords, and you know, Star Wars was all about red lasers and green lasers. Which I could talk more about lasers, but I could get myself in trouble really quick with that. Because my current job is laser manufacturer. I build components for ultra high energy laser devices used in manufacturing. So I can't talk too much about lasers. All right. So this room always gave me trouble until I learned to show up, blast a bit, and then get back and let the door close me off. Don't get locked in a room with them. And just let the auto-aim do its thing. Just let auto-aim take care of everything for you. So yeah, I don't want to talk too much about lasers, as cool as they are, because, you know, some of the information I have might actually be proprietary and I not know it. Should actually look at a Wikipedia article on lasers before I speak, so I know I'm only talking about stuff that that's public domain. All right, more stormtroop. Well, those are commandos. Here we go, up the stairs. And there we go. Go ahead and clear out here so I don't get backdoored when I'm least expecting it. Probably should have waited to pick that up, because I know there's at least... Where are you? I think there's at least one guy still up here. There isn't. Okay. Here's the Dark Trooper weapon.
Go ahead, Kyle.
So
Looks like I found something that can help us.
I am out of here. But first, more copious use of auto-aim. There seem to be less guys than the last time I played this level. There's like 6 guys out there last time. Okay, where did you guys even come from? I am 100% sure there were not that many guys out there. And we're just going to backtrack. Make our way out of here. And get ourselves set up for the next mission, which is one of the worst in the game. Sewer levels. Everybody loves a good sewer level, am I right? No, nobody loves sewer levels. Alright. So now more enemies have dropped in. So now I've got to blast more troopers. Make my way. I don't need health. I'm actually doing really good on that. Sitting around the... Oh, and he's got a buddy, too. How kind of you to sneak up on me like that. Alright. There was a guy behind me, too. There we go. As much as I've been using the blaster pistol a lot, some of these areas I just want to spam. Alright, here we go. Extra life. Yes, this game has lives. Isn't that lovely? On higher difficulties, they can be a godsend. At the same time, when you run out of lives, you have to restart the whole level from scratch. I'm glad a lot of games have gotten rid of that. So if you die, you come back, I want to say really close to where you died. But at the same time... Oh, and the level doesn't reset, so any damage you've done to big enemies sticks around, which is nice. Alright. Also, I can't just use the scroll wheel. And now there's more guys down there, even. It's just the way the game goes. There are... Just abuse auto-aim a little bit more. Make sure I'm fully stocked on ammo. And then we're going to get out of here. Ah, there we go. Next level. Biggest things I hate about it. No ammo. limited health, enemies that don't drop ammo, probe droids, Dianogas. Next mission, yes. So, no cinematic this time, which is thankful because this episode ran a little longer. Yeah, so we found a prototype weapon for the Dark Trooper, which is cool. But at the same time, the next level's terrible. Yeah, I love this game, but there's always that, like, people love Ocarina of Time, but the water temple's abysmal. People love Wind Waker, but the water temple is terrible. Everyone loves Resident Evil, but the sewer's terrible. There's always that one thing that just... sewer levels. Anyway, I'm going to cut it off here, like always. Take care of Mission 3 in the next episode. Yeah, not looking forward to that one, but enough complaining about it, and we'll just have to get to it. Thank you all for watching. As always, like, subscribe, ding the bell, leave a comment below. If you're a ham, leave your call sign, and maybe we can connect sometime over a repeater. I don't know. I can be listening for you on some a couple other repeaters I listen to are part of the internet radio linking project. So who knows? Maybe I'll hear you there, or you'll hear me there. Until then, 73 to y'all. Have a great evening.